Hi everyone. Um, I've been asked by a few people how to do Dutch doors in a planner that has dates in it. So I use a Hobonichi Teco Cousin. So love this planner. I've only kind of changed to it this year. I used to use the Erin Condren. So my weekly view, if I wanted to do a Dutch door, is really simple. I get a piece of paper, obviously cut it down to the size that you want, and then all I do is I put it in the middle here. I get my washi tape, and I stick my washi you need to be a bit careful doing it. It's actually easier if you do this part off the book for your first side. Sorry that you can't actually see what I'm doing. I'm just sticking it to that one side. And I'll show you in just a second what that looks like. So I've got the washi just stuck to the one side. Then I fold it back, fold my washi back, get that right into that crease. Obviously the fatter your planner, the harder it is to get it into that crease. Get it in the crease, stick it on. And then I go and I do my other side exactly the same. So this side's a little bit trickier because you're working in a plan in the planner. I just stick down this side first. I use whatever I've got to rip off my washi tape. It's a little bit over ripped because I usually use my ruler that I'm actually keeping a page with, but that's okay. And then I just make sure that I crease it into that crease so that then it turns. And then that's my Dutch door in a dated weekly view. Obviously this would not work for an Erin Condren, but it works really well in a dated planner. Then if I want to do a weekly one, I do that a little bit differently. So if I go to this week, well, this next coming week. So say I wanted to do next week, which is the 19th through to, I've got to choose the 24th because you need to be able to use these two pages. So the 19th is my first, the 24th is my last, and I have 2 pages between. Now what I do is I get my ruler, I take my pens out of this side just so I can get to stuff a little bit easier. I go to the 10 o'clock mark. I don't know if you can see this, but this has numbers down here on the Hobonichi. I go to where it says 10 o'clock. I get a pen, you could use a pencil, and I just draw a line across there. Then I get my planner. I quite often take it out of its cover and put the cover aside. I get my 2 pages, making sure I've got 2 and only 2, and I put them onto a surface. Now, it's a good idea to actually put them on something that you don't care if it gets cut. So I've got a cutting board here that I'm going to use. I put it onto my cutting board. I get my little Fiskar knife. And I simply cut my page along that line. And then I cut as close to that spine as I can get. Now again, like I said, if your planner's a bit chunky like mine is, it's that bit harder to get into the spine and get a nice clean cut, but not impossible. So once I have done that, I then get my washi that I'm using. Sorry, it's over here, this washi. This is, I kind of color code mine. So my weekly pages have this washi. So my day pages and my month pages, I try to use similar, if not the same washi. And then I just reinforce that edge with washi tape. Not that it really needs reinforcing, but I just find it nicer for turning the page if I've got that little bit of extra there. So in this you can kind of put your planner flat again. Turn your page over. Fold your washi over. You can be as neat or as messy as you like. I will clean this edge up because I'm not totally happy with that. So again, I go at the 12 o'clock mark, put it across, and I just press down on the page part. Tear it off. Carefully lift up that top bit. And fold it over. Then, like I said, I will tidy up these little bits because I'm not entirely impressed with that look. Some people would not be happy to do this to their Hobonichi. It's just what you're comfortable with. And you can see that my cutting that other page, I actually cut through this page, but that doesn't bother me because what I actually do is I get a sheet of sticker paper and I cut it to size. So I want a piece of sticker paper to go here and a piece to go here to cover my dates and to cover the top part of my planner. So I'm just going to quickly measure. So I want, say, 14 by 6. I get it in here and I go some people may want to actually, like, you know, fully, properly mark it out. I just kind of put a little mark. Line it up, make sure my paper's straight. 14. And then I want to mark 6 and 12. So 6 and 12. You know, mark it how you're comfortable with marking it. There's my 2 cut pieces. So then I peel off my sticker and I place it. This is the part that, again, you can be as pedantic as you like. It also depends whether you like adding bulk to your planner. I love adding bulk to my planner. I love my planner being chunky. So this whole process doesn't bother me. And again, not perfectly straight, does not bother me, may bother you. You may want to line it up better. And then what I do to complete my look is I actually get that same washi tape and run it across roughly at the same height as what this side is, just so it looks uniform and more finished. So you can be as precise as you like. I'm not an overly precise planner, and I'll show you some of my previous pages, but then I just get some of my stickers and, you know, I would get them and just do a bit of decoration. So these are some of my favorites at the moment. They're from our shop, the Cuddly Turtle, and so I would use like the banners. I do have bigger banners, I just don't know what I've done with them. Not sure what I've done with them at the moment. I recently went away and not everything's made it back out of my little travel kit for going away. So they might be here. Oh yeah, so there's my bigger ones. So I like using a banner, which will then make it that you can't see my number there. And I will do Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and then that's when I'll use my smaller banners. Might do Saturday, Sunday. Again, you can break this up however you want. If you just wanted this as a to-do list across the top. And then, yeah, I just use the bottom half of my pages, and the top has kind of a brief overview of what I'm doing. And then, yeah, so this is one that I've done previously. So you can see that I did a bit of a brief overview. And then I've got my pages here all done nicely. I do a bit of journaling as well, and yeah, it's and then you can also, you know, just stick stuff in so that you've got room to extra plan. So yeah, that is a very quick view on how to do Dutch doors in a dated planner.